Du kan bara... Ja. Släpp den istället, Gula.
Ja.
Right in by the lighthouse. Hansen turns up. Swinton follows.
Yeah.
No way!
Bjorn Hansen trying to shut the door between him and the lighthouse. And there's a massive impact.
Can't do that. Come up.
Small hole there in the bow of Keith Swinton. Bjorn Hansen looking to try and shut the door. Swinton, I'm sure, feeling he was coming in with luffing rights, and the umpire's agreeing. That is a penalty on Hansen, looking to try and shut the door, but it was Swinton that had the windward rights.
Wait up. Yeah, I have it.
Down comes Swinton again. There's the exclusion.
Ja, full fart bara.
Yeah. Coming up. Trim up, listen.
7 seconds. Here goes Hansen, off to the right.
2, 1.
There's the gun.
Trim up. Full heights, boys.
Hansen trying to tweak that boat, but having that man down to leeward, he'll be slowly losing height.
Tacking over.
Off he goes. Small crack of the jib from Bjorn.
Wait up.
Looks to extend out to the right.
Yes!
And he starts to get this crew firing on all cylinders.
Två, ett, upp. De styr nästan ner där. Jipp, eller? Jipp.
Hasn't jived on him. Looking to try and get past him by separating.
And drop.
Hansen, I think, thinking he's got room.
Reed!
Now, they're going to take opposite marks.
Yeah. Big weight up. Hold main there, hold main. Weight up, Landy, weight up before you do that.
Cleaner rounding from Keith Swinton.
Guys, just got to stop doing that.
Swinton tacks. Now, Bjorn looking to try and do some sort of a mark trap here. See Swinton essentially sailing past the mark. We'll be looking to get onto starboard over the side of Hansen.
Tänker alldeles strax gå ner och runda.
To my judgment, he should just tack here and aim straight at Hansen on starboard, driving back towards the mark.
Main out, tack, main out, tack, main out, main out.
Now Swinton wants to slow.
Okay, jipp. No way! Segla.
Swinton suggesting that Bjorn Hansen unable to do his penalty within the 2-length zone. Now can Swinton tack across the front?
Hey!
And I think the umpire's deciding Bjorn Hansen did in fact do his penalty within the 2-length zone, so the penalty comes down, the penalty comes back up, and it is Keith Swinton that continues to sail out, and he now has the lead.
Up.
This has not fallen for Bjorn Hansen. Hansen is into him and attacking. Real nail biter of a match, this. Here comes Bjorn Hansen, he's in, he's tight, and he is getting very close. He's trying to luff Keith Swinton, but Swinton doesn't technically have to respond until the overlap's formed. Now Keith Swinton is dropping his spinnaker. This is unexpected. Now Bjorn Hansen has achieved some great stuff here. He goes for the jibe. Bjorn Hansen going for the tack. The penalty's gone. It is going to be very close. Hansen much further forward than anticipated there.
hike hard. Weight back, Ricky.
And Hansen is flat hiking, charging back towards this line. And Swinton is desperately trying to follow up this final attack. He has got rid of the penalty, and it is now simply a drag race back towards the finish line. Swinton is bound forward in the leeward position, has the advantage, but Hansen will not give up. He will not give in. And he is trying to reach over the top of Swinton. If he can get to his air, he'll have a chance. Swinton turning down, and it is Keith Swinton that takes the win. A valiant fight from Bjorn Hansen. That is the Bjorn Hansen that has a shot at winning this championship. A great match and a great battle, and we have been privileged to see that. Some exhibition sailing on that run of how to try and offload a penalty, how to try and counter that move.
Very close race for Team Alpari FX against Bjorn Hansen.
It was a tough match. We got a penalty in the pre-start. We didn't really think there were room between us and the shoreline for him to go in there, but obviously the umpires thought he had, so we got a penalty there.
We didn't feel particularly quick around the course, but we managed to keep it close enough that Bjorn wasn't able to extend enough to get enough distance to do his penalty.
Up at the top mark, we tried to get rid of our penalty by doing a jibe and coming up the close hold, which, well, obviously it was too close to the mark, so we didn't get our penalty down.
He tried a couple of moves at the top mark, which didn't really work for him, and we managed to then overtake. But he did a fantastic job on the downwind, getting into us and making life very, very difficult. And yeah, we just managed to scrape through and take that.
It was a very close race, and unfortunately we lost it.